creative activity is called Loop. Now what you're going to need is a pen or a pencil, a piece of paper, a pair of scissors and some sellotape. So pause the video, grab what you need and then restart when you're ready. So the first thing that I'd like you to do is cut a strip of paper about 3 centimetres wide, and then we're going to stick the ends together to make a loop, but it's not going to be a loop as for a paper chain. I want you to take one of the ends, turn it over and then put it down and stick it round with the sellotape. So you end up with a loop with a twist in it. Now once you've got your loop, take your pencil and starting where the sellotape is, draw a line down the centre of the piece of paper. Try and keep the pencil on the paper the whole time. It doesn't matter if it gets crushed as you go around, but keep going until you end up back where you started. And if you notice, you've managed to draw on both sides of the paper, but without taking your pencil off and turning it over at any time. And that's why it's called an infinity loop, because it has one continuous infinite surface. So once you've got your loop with the line drawn down the middle, on the top half above the line, I want you to write down every word and phrase you can think of to do with yes. Just all the different ways that we express yes. And if you know any other languages, you can put those in as well. And when you run out of different words and phrases, we'll put in gestures and symbols as well. And just keep going until you've got all those different words for yes all the way around the loop. And then beneath the line, do the same thing but for no. So all the different words and phrases and gestures that we have to express no. Write those down, keep going until you get back to where you started again. So once you've got that, take your scissors and we're going to cut along the line that you drew down the middle. The easiest way to do this is fold it over, do a snip and then follow the line along. And we're going to cut it until you end up with one larger loop. We don't end up with two in half, but one loop where, if you notice, you've got all the yeses on one side and all the no's on the other. Yes and no aren't on the same side like they were before. Now they are on different sides of the loop because this isn't an infinity loop anymore. Even though it's got a twist, it isn't one continuous surface. So that is one 3D poem that you've ended up with. And if you'd like to take it a bit further, you can cut another strip, this time twice as thick as before, so about 6 centimetres wide. And again, stick the ends together, but not as a paper chain loop. Make sure you twist one end before you stick it down. Then when you've got your loop with the twist, take your pencil and draw the same line down the centre of the paper as we did before. And when you've got your loop with the line down the middle, I want you to think of 2 pairs of opposites. This could be up and down and in and out or light and dark or on or off, anything like that. Now with your first pair of opposites, take the first part, for example in, and I want you to write a line at the top half of everything to do with in. Every word and phrase and gesture that you can think of to do with in, and follow it all the way around till you get back to where you started. Then underneath that, but still in the top half above the line, write everything to do with out, for example. All the different words and phrases, write those until you get back to where you started. Then in the bottom half below the line, write down, for example, everything to do with on, in a long line all the way around, and then beneath that, everything to do with off. So you'll have a loop with 4 lines of writing of 2 different pairs of opposites. Then take your scissors again, and as before, do a snip and just cut the loop along the line that you drew down the middle, and you'll end up with your larger loop where you've got one pair of opposites on one side and the other pair of opposites on the other. But now take your scissors again and cut down in between the pairs of opposites. Do this quite carefully between those lines and see what you end up with. Now I'm not going to tell you what you will have, but you will have another 3D poem. It's quite different to before. We would love to see what you come up with your infinity loop. So if there's anything you'd like to share, please put it on social media with the hashtag LWCommissions. We'd love to see what you come up with.